obviously he's a fraud, and women need to be careful because men would not do what he did if there was nothing in it for him. That's it. He would not do it for free. He won't do it just for simply for advocating for women. What is extremely unorthodox about his behavior is men actually seek and need the admiration and validation from other men. So when you hear other men saying, "Yo, this dude is wild, he's a fraud," you need to understand something weird is going on because he needs that validation from us. So what he's doing is going against us for a benefit because he thinks having women look up to him and desire him is more of what he wants. He wants to be one dude on the top of a hill with all the women looking up to him, screaming his name. That is his life's vision. So
You know why?
men do not advocate for women against other men. I am a founding father of Derek Jackson Hate, the Derek Jackson anti-fan club. There was a time on Facebook, yes, all of us older heads still use Facebook. It came out when we were in college. We launched it. We debuted it, okay? People thought I was hating on dude. This is what, 3, 4, 5 years ago? They thought I was hating on him. Like, yo, who is this guy? Dudes don't talk like this. Ladies, please don't believe it. They were like, you're hating because a man knows what he wants and he knows how to treat women. Y'all remember, in fact, looking at Mistaken Face, she wrote some of those damn comments. Look at her face.
She knows a real man when she sees
wrote
one.
some of those comments.
I appreciate your degradation of real men, Trigger Mike.
Exactly. But the one point I want to make on it is that obviously he's a fraud. And women need to be careful because men would not do what he did if there was nothing in it for him. That's it. He would not do it for free. He won't do it just for simply for advocating for women. What is extremely unorthodox about his behavior is men actually seek and need the admiration and validation from other men. So when you hear other men saying, "Yo, this dude is wild, he's a fraud," you need to understand something weird is going on because he needs that validation from us. So what he's doing is going against us for a benefit because he thinks having women look up to him and desire him is more of what he wants. He wants to be one dude on the top of a hill with all the women looking up to him, screaming his name. That is his life's vision. So
you know why?
Men do not advocate for women against other men. You can advocate for women. You can absolutely do that. You just can't do it against other men. I would never do that.
Male code.
That's because you're not a real man.
No. Hold on, Marcus. It's not male code. It's not male code. What I'm saying is
male, but Derek Jackson is a man. And by being a man, he advocates at the top of the mountain. What does a man actually want? All the women to be with him, right? No, Derek Jackson is just doing what a real man does.
It's not male code because that's important to know. So Derek Jackson what we do now, like cancel culture, right? Where men will jump on the women's side and berate another man like, "You ain't supposed to be doing that, bro." That is simp stuff. What I mean is you don't advocate for women against other men to say, first off, get off his back. This man he made a mistake. He is a father. He's this, he's that. I'm going to send him back to his family and tell his wife to fix it with him. I'm not going to jump in front of everybody and try to condemn him in front of his own house. That's what men essentially are doing, like Derek Jackson. Real men don't do that.
Trigger Mike, you should aspire to
be to the side and be like, "You cutting up right now. Dude. Go back to your family."
Masculine provider. And I am offended, sir, that you don't want to be a simp like me. I'm a strong, intelligent, masculine provider, and I'm reclaiming simp. Simp's gonna win.
Simping ain't easy.
So wait, what about the third P? Is like professing? Because like he definitely failed on that part.
Protector, provider.
If we look at what his wife said, she was watching his sex tape, so she knew. So it sounds like he was also honest. So it might be a silent H.
No, because we don't know how she got a hold of those sex tapes.
I think she said that he made her watch them, or they discussed it or something. So
like a class.
It's weird. They are weird, but I fear for women who he never liked that woman, or I'm sorry, he never loved her, I would say. And that's pretty terrible because I watched the whole thing and I was like, oh, he treated her like she was ugly. That's what men do that marry a woman out of duty or something.
Wait a minute. I thought you liked duty, Mike.
What do you mean?
Weren't you the duty guy?
No, this is what I'm saying. He's
a male. He's not a man like me.
I be confused.
He's a male. This is a male.
That was
Shan,
Mike.
don't conflate. Shan, don't
He's a
conflate. Don't conflate.
No.
But-
Shannon's definitely conflating because I
Yeah,
addressed
don't
this
conflate.
before you hopped on Trigger Mike. There is a good side and a bad side to duty,
Absolutely.
right? Like duty is great when that man loves you and he genuinely wants to be with you. There is a very horrific side of duty when that man could not care less about you but feels obligated to still fulfill his duties.
Yep. I mean, that's really just it. He was, but I think the horrific part for him is what ended up coming out in the interview, because he took it as an opportunity to, you got to think about it. He took it an opportunity to propel himself up as a married man. He kept her in the shadows for a very long time. Right. So I'm a married man. I do this. He taking all the nice pictures with his wife. He got her to buy into it while treating her like shit. Like, he's a sociopath as far as I'm concerned. From if all of this is true,
I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. What we have in Derek Jackson is a man who honored his vows. He put duty above his personal happiness. And his wife, being the God-sent woman that she is, said, you know what? As long as you show me the videos, we can have sex and you can have sex with them as well. And that was the covenant they made. And who are you, Trigger Mike, to denigrate and talk about Derek Jackson's usage of being a great man?
It's a kid toy for me. Like,
What is that, crocodile or something?
Put that baby's toy down.
go get our
Besides
dog.
having a stuffed animal, that's his.
Go get our dog.
I
Marcus back. I don't know who this guy is.
So Marcus,
Marcus
what
Jackson.
happened to the part of the vows that says to forsake all others? Was he fulfilling that?
You know, I to get his name right. His name is Jackson.
Nope. It's like Kanye said. It's only an other if you didn't bring them in. I'm gonna say it again. It's only an other if you didn't bring them in. So if she passed them on the hallway, they weren't an other because they were in the vicinity of each other. You get it? It's only an other if you didn't bring them in.
The fuck?
I'm confused. My head.
She said, forsake all others. So if he would have been going around sleeping with women that she never knew about and she had no idea about, that would be an other. But if he and her had an agreement and she was okay with it, that doesn't
We're
sound like
assuming that she didn't
like
say
each
that
other.
they had an agreement. She just said she studied the tape.
Well, she got her feet worked, right? She walked past him in the hallway and she kept walking into that room. She agreed. It's called implicit consent. She implicit consented to this.
So
all right, you guys. Let's
playing name games with your ass. Look at his name.
Yes, Sim God. I am him. He is
we're
I.
supposed to be talking about hot girl summer.
They call me S to the I.
Ain't easy. You know what? Black women don't cheat. So listen.
You're a goddamn lie. Well, I'm sorry.
I've never met one.
So every woman knows a woman.
First of all, half of them not married.
Every woman knows a woman.
At least half not cheated.
Wait, I want to say this, right? Because like we do this double standard thing all the time. I'm going to clarify it the same way that the men do, right? Women who are genuinely women, right? Like grown women don't cheat. Women who are masquerading as women might cheat, right? So the statement still stands because the whole thing about black men don't cheat is black men who are genuinely men don't cheat. So we got to have the same energy both ways.
You know that whole thing is a joke, but no, continue.